second entity B supplies electrical accessories. The cash flows of the two projects A and B are shown in the table below. Okay, so for business A, in year 1, you're going to make 700 kwacha. In year 2, 550 kwacha. Year 3, you're going to make 450 kwacha. That's what this table is telling us. Then for business B, in year 1, you make 450 kwacha. In year 2, 900 kwacha. In year 3, 750 kwacha. Okay, so this is also the money you're going to receive. Suppose the initial cost of each project is 1,800 and the cost of capital is 8%. Cost of capital, colleagues, is just the cost of financing. Okay? Maybe to get this 1,800, you got a loan and the interest rate is 8%. That's your cost of capital. So calculate the net present value of A and B and hence determine which project is better. So as I said earlier on, the net present value technique, this money in the future that we're receiving, converting it into today's value. Okay, remember the formula that we're using is this one here. Present value equals future value 1 plus r to the power negative t. Okay, this is the formula that we're using. This formula converts money in the future into today's value. Okay, money in the future into today's value. So let me make a table here. We'll start with business A. Okay, we're going to put here the years. We're going to put the cash flow. We're going to put the discount factor. We're going to say at 8%. And we're going to put the present value here. Okay. So colleagues, see what has just happened is this. In this table, future value is the cash flows. This 1 plus r to the power negative t is the discount factor. Okay? That's all that's happening here. Okay, so our discount factor, say this 1 plus r. R is 8%, so our discount rate. 8% to convert it into a decimal, it is 0.08. Okay, so our discount factor is 1.08. Okay, the power negative t. So our years here, we put year 0, which is the first day of year 1, year 1, year 2, and year 3. Okay. So for year 0, you're going to put the cost of the project. You're going to put negative 1,800. Why we're representing it as a negative? Because you're paying this money. So it's a negative cash flow. Okay. It's a negative cash flow. Then the discount factor is just going to say 1.08. 1.08 to the power negative 0. Okay, this negative t, you'll be following the years here, so we're going to put to the power negative 0. And if you remember from our first classes for indices, remember anything to the power 0 equals 1. Okay, if you remember the laws of indices in our first lessons, there was that law that I showed you, anything to the power 0 negative 0 equals 1. Okay. So your present value, you're going to say negative 1,800 multiplied by 1. We're going to get negative 1,800. Any questions? Okay. Yet. Another question? Okay. Year 1 was receiving 700 kwacha. So we put a cash flow 700. Discount factor, you're going to put 1.08 to the power negative 1. Because it's year 1, that's why we're putting to the power negative 1. Okay. So we're going to say 1.08 to the power negative 1, we get our calculators. .08 to the power negative 1 gets 0.925. Okay. Then you see 700 multiplied by 0.925 gets 648. Year 2, cash flow 550 kwacha. You're going to put the power negative 2. So 1.08 to the power negative 2. Gets 0.857. Colleagues, attempt this in your calculator so that you become well conversed with this. Okay? 0.857. As I said, with mathematics, always have your calculator nearby. So we multiply that by 550, that's 471.536. 0.534. The next one is year 3, we're receiving 450 kwacha. You're going to say 1.08 to the power negative 3. also don't correct, so just respond to an SMS. Just respond to a message. Okay. So 1.08 to the power negative 3, 0.793. 0.793 multiplied by 450, 357.22. Okay, 357.22. Yes. So what you're going to do now is we're going to add, we say negative 1,800 plus 648.15 plus 471.54 plus 357.22. Okay, you are going to get negative 323.09. So what this is telling us, colleagues, here is that these cash flows here, this money which we are going to receive in the future and convert it into today's value, it's less than how much we spent. Okay? If you add up these positive numbers, let's just see what the total positive number we get. If you add up these positive numbers, 648, 471, you can just add them up. 648.15 plus 471.54 plus 357.22. Yes, you get 1,476.91. Just hold on before I answer your question. So have you seen, colleagues, the total of the money that we're receiving in the future, its total in today's value is 1,476, which is less than the cost. Okay, that's why we've got a negative net present value. So whenever you get a negative net present value, you reject the project. Okay, excuse me, because this represents a loss. Yes, someone had a question.
Yes, sir. Just a little bit behind.
Okay.
Concerning on the is this on discount factor?
Yes, yes,
Yes, sir. The way that you are coming up these digits of decimals. Yes, sir.
In your calculator, you have a calculator with you, sir?
Yes, sir.
So putting 1.08 to the power negative 1.
1.08
8 to the power negative 1. Are you getting this? 0.925?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here, sir, these numbers, they're just representing the years. These negative indices here, they are representing each year. As you can see, year 1, power negative 1. Year 2, power negative 2. Year 3, power negative 3.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Have I answered your question? Because I think I started explaining too fast. Have I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm okay. So when answering this question, it has to be in table format, the way you have presented it, sir? Or is there any other?
Not always. If you want, let me just admit somebody. Yes, if you want, sir, you can, the other way you can present this information here is you just use this formula. You solve for year 1, you you solve for year 2, you solve for year 3, then you add up and compare against the cost. I just like to use the table, it makes life easier. Okay. It makes life easy. So are you comfortable with the table, sir? Are you comfortable? Is Mr. Stan? Are you comfortable with that table?
Very much.
Yes, it's understood. I think it's well explained and understood.
Okay. Yes, you just make this table. Any other question? So we now go to investment, the business B. So for business A, because we got a negative net present value, it's not even worth trying to invest in that business. Okay, colleagues? When your net present value is negative, that represents a loss. Okay? If we got a positive one, we would have said, okay, we can put it on pending as we evaluate B. Okay. But since you got a negative net present value, it means you're making a loss. Yes. So we go to investment B. Okay. Cash flows 450, 900, and 750. 450, 900, and 750. The discount factors, the cash flow for year 0 is the same because they told us both projects is 1,800. The discount factors will stay the same, colleagues, alright? They won't change. Okay? They might not change. Or not, they might not change. They won't change. So we'll just repeat the process. Okay? Cash, get your present value, cash flow multiplied by discount factor. Negative 1,800 times 1, negative 1,800. Okay. For year 2, you're going to say 450 times 0.925. 450 multiplied by 0.925. 416.25. Year 3, 900 times 0.857. 900 multiplied by 0.857. 771.3. Okay. Year 3, 750 times 0.793. 594.75. 594.75. Okay. So we add. Okay, we add. You're going to say negative 1,800 plus 416.25 plus 771.3 plus 594.75. Oh, we also get a negative one here, negative 17.7. Also this one you reject. Okay. So both are not viable. Okay, because we're getting negative net present values. That's representing losses. So we don't have to choose any of the businesses. Okay, because we'll be in a loss. The money that we're going to receive from the businesses in the future, if we convert it into today's value, it's less than how much we spent. So And I believe anyone who's investing here, you didn't want to make an investment where the cost of the investment is greater than the return of the investment. So for both business A and B, they are not viable.